And we are live.
Live, yeah, we
Greetings,
live.
greetings, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well. My name is Gifty, and I am excited to be the host of the program for the day. Meanwhile, I'll have a co host on the back door in case of anything. Thank you all for taking the time to join today. The session is all about discussion, it is all about the meaningful conversation that we are about to share here. The other thing is we are exploring different perspective, whether you are here listening, participating, or question, their presence is valued. I encourage everyone to engage respectfully, share your thoughts, and make the most time out of it. Let us have a great discussion and hopeful. And today I am going to introduce myself and I'll have my other business partners who also introduce themselves and then we'll start the game. So here we go. My name is Gifty. I am a mom, originally from Ghana, West Africa, currently living in USA. I work in the healthcare and I run an online digital business as well. You are welcome. Welcome for tuning in. If you come, you join. Now I'm going to give the platform for my other co-mompreneurs to introduce themselves. We'll start the game. Thank you. So now, Saiso, it's your turn.
Thank you, Gifty. Thank you for all of you ladies. It's nice to see you all, and also to those who are watching. Maybe this is your first time. I'm Cecil. I live in Maryland, USA, originally from the Philippines, and of course, I'm a mom, and also I own a traditional cleaning business, but at the same time, alongside, I'm doing my online business as well. So stay tuned with us. We have a great topic. It's not just about the online business, it's generally in the business, right? So our topic is why most people fail in that business, in their business. So stay tuned with us. You're gonna hear a lot of golden nuggets. So yes, thank you again, Gifty.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And now our next person who is going to introduce herself is Lady Dorothy. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, all who are watching. Yeah, my name is Dorothy. I'm a mother of a set of beautiful twins, and I used to be in the healthcare industry as a nurse. But due to knee surgeries, I had to retire myself, because standing and working wasn't going to help me. So I had to retire myself. And fortunately, my husband found this amazing online business. I really didn't like it. Honestly, I was skeptical. But I decided, let me just look into it and see what it entails. And someone would say the rest is history. So now I'm an online business owner and a stay at home mom or a residential manager. So that is one of my titles, residential manager. Okay, it's nice to be here. Thank you, Gifty. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. So, ladies out there, you see, moms are doing the business. So, why can't you? I'm going to let my other business mompreneur introduce herself. Miss Shegana, you are more than welcome to introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, myself I'm Sirjana Baral, originally from Nepal, now living in United States for like almost 10 years. I'm in Virginia currently. I'm the mom of two beautiful little girls and professionally digital nurse. I'm still working as a full-time and at the side I'm running this wonderful online business. I've been in this business for almost 9 months and I'm loving the journey and I know I'll go a long way with this. So.
Thank you so much. So, on this note, people you have seen mothers from
Hmm.
different aspects, they are doing the business. So, there is no excuse for this. Nowadays, things are getting expensive. So, if you are watching us or you have the opportunity to see this video, make the best impact out of it. Mothers are doing it all over. It does not matter how much they are working, they are still doing it. And today, without wasting time, our topic on board is why do most people fail in their business? Yes, why most people fail in their business. And I will be number one to answer my question. Thank you so much. So, when we talk about why most people fail in this in their business, see nowadays, uh, food costs, everything is raising up. A lot of things are raising up, but the reason why a lot of people are not able to rock in these businesses, most of us have employee mindset. And when we talk about employee mindset is you are working 9 to 5 for your regular shift job. At the end of every fortnight, week, or a month, you are seeing income every single day, and it is consistent without putting in any extra effort apart from your job functions or your job career that they give it to you. Because of that, when a lot of people transitioning from the employee mindset to do their online digital business is a little tug of war. Why? Because with the online digital business, this is your own. So you are building it from the scratch. One, you are not going to see income right from the beginning. You have to put in the effort. You have to work on it consistently. And the other one, the employee one, too, you are getting money. You are seeing money every here and there. Even sometimes some people, because of vacation or times that are piled up, if they don't even show up, they are seeing the little money they are getting. Because of that, putting in the extra effort to build their own business become like something tedious for them. So when they build it and then they don't see results, it's easy for some of them to give up because they are like, okay, the job that I'm doing, after all, every 2 weeks I'm making money. Every 2 weeks I'm seeing money. So why worry myself doing this? But remember, the business that you are doing here is for your own and to build a legacy. It is something that you are building beyond the paycheck. Even when the paycheck is not around, you are building something that can replace that and eventually giving you the kind of freedom that you are looking for. But a lot of people don't see it like that. So when they work with it and the mindset keeps shifting, especially when you are not seeing results as it's supposed to be. But remember, everybody's journey is different. Some people come with a business idea, some people come with all the package, they know everything. But the beauty thing about these businesses, we have the sales tools, we have all the packages that you need to become successful. The only thing you have to come in is to work on your mindset and tell yourself, I am here to succeed. And you have to also remind yourself that it is not going to happen overnight. I need to put in that work. Even the work that we go and do it, they give us our assignment for the shift. We do it. If we don't do it at the end of the day, we are not going to get paid because your hours are being calculated. It's the same thing that you are doing it here, but the shift here is this is yours. So instead of creating, this is even the one that you have to put in more extra effort because at the end of the day, this it is your own. Nobody can take it away from you.
No.
Let's see it in this perspective. If somebody is doing this job plus the employee job, one day, if anything happens, whether it is bankruptcy, pandemic, anything can happen. The CEO can say, you know what, I'm losing money. I don't have money. I'm cutting down some of my employees. And at that point, it doesn't matter whether you are employee of the day, employee of the month, employee of the year. If the list comes and your name show up, they are not going to say that you've been working for the company for the last 30 years, 40 years. You have been the source of bringing all those revenue into their company. They will cut you off. They will cut you off. So what I tell people all the time is make sure that you are using the money that you are getting as an employee to sponsor your business and secure your future. Something that you can build beyond paycheck. Something that you can build for your children, the legacy, so that your children wouldn't find wanting. So If anybody is willing to do this job, you need to work with your mindset. And we have all those things. We have accountability group, we have mastermind, we have community support, we have mentorship, we have coaching, and we have people who are willing to support you every step of the way so that they can encourage you to do it. But if you're coming with a mindset of, oh, I'm coming, then I have to resource in 2 days and 3 days, and you don't see it, that's why a lot of people quit. So the bottom line is when you are building this business, you have to give yourself like the next 4, 5, 6 years, even though you can see a resource as early as possible. Some people can see a result in 5 years, but the main point is being consistent, showing up, even when results are not showing. That is what I will tell you. Thank you so much. So, our next question is question number 2. And question number 2 is, how does fear and overthinking stop people from growing a business? So, without wasting time, I will want our ladies who took question number 2 come and answer this question for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Gifty. You know what? That's a great question, right? How does fear and overthinking stop people from growing a business? You know what? I believe fear and overthinking are two of the biggest reasons people stay stuck, right? Because you know what, many people are afraid of failing. Like
Mhm.
me, when I saw this business online, I was like, the first thing that comes to mind is like, what if I fail? Right away, fear, you know, just fear trying to overtake, trying to stop me. And of course, aside of failing, being rejected, right? We don't want to be rejected. Sometimes when I would ask someone, it's not even just about the business or something that I just want to share. And then when I feel like they're not interested, or I feel like I'm kind of feeling like the rejection.
You're
I
right.
feel like I'm backing off. That's the first reaction, right? And also this is the first as well, being judged by others, like
Mhm.
in online, in the social media. In my personal page, I don't really post a lot about my business. I'm just everything is about personal, but sometimes I'll do that. And I feel like, especially doing this, that the live, people, like, I feel like people are judging me. I don't even know them, whoever. But,
Yeah.
I already assume that they're judging me, what I'm doing or whatever, That's that, like a Gifty was saying, is learn about the mindset,
Mindset. Yeah.
know about the mindset. So that's the first, when I joined this business, I've learned that even though I have the all cleaning business, I didn't even realize I have that issue. I have that problem that I have to work on it. Even though in my cleaning businesses, I can go to the client house and talk to them. I know what I'm doing, but in my other side, I was like, you know what? The fear is still
There.
there.
Hmm.
And the feel like being judged is still there. Because, like, sometimes, when I would walk into the person's house and I tell them, even though I'm really good about, my service, because I've been in the business like over a decade, so I know what I'm doing. But
Exactly.
when I left the house, I feel like, are they gonna are they gonna be part of my business, or are they gonna reject my proposal? Right away, the fear just come. But you know what? It doesn't matter. You don't need to chase. You don't need to beg. If God
Mhm.
wants you to have that client or a business partner, you're gonna have it. Right? But because of fear, you know what? Fear is a spirit. So we
Yeah,
really
it
have
is.
to really have to be delivered about that, because it's a spirit. So I've learned that it's about the mindset, the right mindset. So, and also, I would say they spend so much time wondering. People wonder, what if it doesn't, like I said, what if it doesn't work? Or what will people think of me? So it's normal. It's normal. So those are watching or listening, you know what? We understand. I've been there. I know that struggle. I can totally understand. So to those who are watching, you're not alone. All of us here in the ladies for sure, right? We feel that the fear being judged by others. I know they can resonate what I'm saying. But you know what the truth is, if you really go to that like convention, to the business convention, or meet successful entrepreneur, they also face the same. They face fear at some point, and the difference is they chose to move forward anyway. They took action. Even though they feel like, I feel, they have that fear, but for them is, what? That's okay. But they took action and they move forward anyway. And growth happens when we take action, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
when I took action in this online business, going back maybe a year before, I can see the difference now. Before, I don't do this live in my social
Mm,
media.
Yeah.
And then I
really?
remember, sometimes in your memory, it shows the memories like a year ago.
A
And
year
then
ago,
it
yeah.
popped up my first live. I was like, I'm so shy. I was like, oh
Oh,
my goodness. I don't even want to watch it. But you know what? That's growth. That's a small win. And now it's like it became natural. I don't even mind talking on my live anymore, because it's just like it became natural. So you just
yeah.
have to get out in your comfort zone. And if you have that willingness to learn, I would say, you will be successful. And like I said, I know for me, confidence didn't come before action. It came because I took action. And the more I learned, I showed up and I stayed consistent, the more confident I became. So overthinking can cause people to miss opportunities,
Yes.
and because they're waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect result. But
Mm,
perfection doesn't exist. It
no,
doesn't
no,
exist. So
not at
if
all.
you're waiting, that's not gonna come because it doesn't exist. So progress comes from taking one step at a time,
Mhm.
and get out of that employment mindset or employee mindset. But I'm not telling you that, oh, you gotta quit your job. No, you can do this alongside. Like all of us here, we're doing this alongside. We're building our business alongside with our full-time job, because eventually in the future, this can become our plan A, right? Because we're we're longing for like a freedom and the flexibility, because we're all moms here. We want to be with our families. We want to have more time with our families. We want to travel around the world and have that memories with our children,
Yes.
right? So, and we're going to have that while we still have full time, or we're doing like sure Jana, she has, you still have full time, Gifty, and Dorothy, and I have my business as well, like my traditional business doing full time. So, to those who are listening or watching, my encourage to anyone is this: don't let fear make your decisions. Okay, so believe in yourself,
Mm,
trust the process, and remember that every expert was once a beginner,
Yeah,
right?
true.
We all start from the scratch, from the
that's right.
beginning, from the start. So don't focus on what other people think or say. Okay, so focus on becoming the person God created you to be. So
Mhm.
that's all for me. Thank you so much.
You so much there. So I love the question. I
Yeah.
love the question, especially the overthinking. Many people overthink so much. What
Mm,
would the business do? What if I fail? What if? The if, but instead of
mm,
thinking positive, it's always negative. Think about what if I make it through
Yeah.
and go forward
mm,
instead of overthinking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Our next question, question three. The question is why lack of daily discipline? Why is lack of daily discipline one of the biggest reasons businesses fail? Lady Dorothy.
Yep. Thank you for that question. I'll ask you this. Have you ever noticed that? I mean, most people don't fail because of lack of talent. They don't fail because they don't have any talent. They fail because they lack discipline. Success isn't built on what we do occasionally. It is built on what we do consistently. And it's very, very important that if you do not want to fail in your business, you have to be consistent because consistency beats motivation every time. You don't have to wait for somebody to come and tell you, oh, let's go. Come on, let's go do a go live. You have to you have to be consistent. You don't have to wait for motivation, because many people start a business and they are so excited and motivated. They post every day for 1 week. They go live consistently. Then they disappear because they say they're busy. What are you busy about? What are you busy about? You should be busy for your business too. The problem is that motivation comes and goes. It comes and goes. But discipline keeps you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. But sometimes you're tired. You are exhausted. As mothers, I know we get exhausted. That when it's time to even try and get up and do something for your child, sometimes you say, oh, let me wait a little bit, because you're exhausted, but you have to do it. So even when you're tired, you still have to do your business. That's so important. Look, it's like, let's say, think about going to the gym. If you want to see results, you have to go to the gym. You can't show up one day and then wait for maybe another week before you go. You will not see that transformation. And if you show up consistently for months, then you see the muscles building up or whatever you want, maybe the belly going down a bit and that kind of thing. So it is with business. Business works the same way. We create daily business routine. For example, you post daily. We are supposed to post like 3 times a day. You can decide to post once a day, but make sure whatever you're posting is valuable. Don't just post anything. Don't just post a picture of you just sitting down doing nothing. Write a message about what are you sitting down? Why are you sitting down? Maybe you are enjoying some time with your children, or you're just relaxing or contemplating on what you're going to do for the next 2 or 3 days, or things that you are planning for, or maybe planning for a vacation. Put a message or put some value on that picture. Don't just post the picture. And then we have to also reach out to people. You have to spend time learning a new skill. It's so important because people think you always come. I mean, you just go and start posting. You have to sit down and learn a new skill. Look, it's so important. Most of us didn't come in here with what? Knowing anything about technology. We weren't tech savvy. I wasn't tech savvy at all. And that was one of the things that scared me. But you know what? I think I've told this story somewhere before. I'll say it again. When I was trying to learn how to go live, there was this person, this business owner, who was also trying to help me to go live. So I thought the person was teaching me the procedure. I didn't know that we had gone live. Can you imagine that? I wasn't ready to say anything. I didn't even know what to go and say. Then I realized that, oh, my sister came on there and she was asking, sis, we are waiting for you. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Talk. Are you not going to talk? So, I froze. And I said to myself, look, these people, I've disgraced myself. Everybody on Facebook will see what I did. Oh, you can't go live. I had a voice saying, you can't go live. No. And another voice was saying, you can do it. Push it. So, I took that voice that told me that you can do it. You can make it. So that was when I learned that skill of going live or doing go lives. I had to learn it because if you don't learn, how can you grow? It's so important. And if you don't want to fail in your business, you need to learn new skills every day, even if it's one skill a day or two skills. I mean, one skill every other day. That's fine. Small actions done repeatedly or daily create massive results. Because we can't just sit down and say we are not going to do anything. We have to move. We have to do something, And I want to put this point into poor time management. It leads to poor results. Time management is look, it should be number one after mindset. If you don't know how to manage your time, you just sit down and waste the whole day. You wake up, maybe you want to go, you want to start with your post, or let's say after you've done all the necessary things you have to do for yourself. I mean, your prayer time and all that. Then you decide, what am I going to do for my business today? We all have 24 hours. So some people are more successful than others because they learn how to manage their time wisely. So we have to set goals. Do what? They call it small goals, and then big goals, achievable goals within a certain day or maybe a week. You set those goals and you make sure you achieve them. If you're not able to achieve those goals within that week, then you take and you sit down and analyze, why was I not able to achieve that goal? You go back to the drawing board and find ways and means of or the way that you can be able to achieve that goal, because there is always a way. All you have to do is sit down and think, analyze. You know yourself and you know what you can do and what you cannot do. Don't set goals that you cannot achieve. If you know you can't reach out to 20 people in a day, don't write it down. You cannot do it. Because if you're doing wall marketing and you know you can reach 5 people a day, write 5 or maybe write 4 every day. I'm going to reach out to 4 people every day. That is feasible. That is achievable. And, since we are talking about time management, I want to say that many people say they don't have time. Why don't you have time? You have to create it, But often we spend time doing what? Scrolling, scrolling on our phones, watching TV. I used to do that a lot, but now I cut it out. I used to love watching movies, African movies. Look, you see me there. Maybe I can sit down for an hour, 2 hours watching a movie. Then I realize that I'm doing myself a disservice because I can use that 2 hours to manage my business, to sit down and probably do some training or learn a new skill, So if you want to manage your time or you want your business to grow, you have to learn time management. Some people, maybe as I said, they will spend 1 hour daily building their businesses, but will make more progress. They will make more progress than somebody who is sitting down watching TV for 2 hours, So we have to find solutions for these kind of things. You ask yourself, every day you can ask yourself, what are my 3 top priorities for today? What income producing activity can I complete first? It's all in time management. You sit down. It's important to get a book, a notebook, or even a journal, and you write all these things down. It helps you to be able to focus, and it helps the business also to move forward. And I want to add this last one to it. Distractions are dream killers. Look, the world is full of so many distractions. One of the biggest enemies of success is distraction.
That's right.
We can be distracted from all sides. Look, as I was sitting here, my daughter came in here and I was looking at her because I didn't want her to come to take to touch my paper or to touch my laptop. So I was a little distracted. It happens in life. You can get distracted because things happen. And if you're in a business and you get distracted, look, you'll not be able to focus because the journey we are taking is we are looking forward. We're not looking sideways or backwards. We are looking for, it's just like when you're driving. When you're driving, do you keep looking in your back view, looking behind you when you're driving? No. You can look in your mirror a bit and then keep moving. If you turn back, what is going to happen? You can just go into the ditch. So it is with your business. We should try and avoid distractions because look, every notification, every unnecessary conversation, and every hour of mindless scrolling, it pulls us away from our goals. And we have goals that we have set for our business. We have goals that we have set for our life. So it is so important that we try as much as possible to be to avoid distractions, because distractions will not help you to be able to achieve the purpose that you have assigned for yourself for that day. So in so do you can create what, a focused work time. Then you can turn off notifications. You can set your timer maybe 30, 60 minutes to focus on your work. And you can also work on one task at a time. Because if you sometimes, we women, I know we do it, multitasking. I'm cooking, I'm doing laundry, I'm doing this, I'm watching the kids. It's look, multitasking I thought initially was the best, but from sources I've realized multitasking is not, it's
You
not
end up
really,
doing nothing.
yeah, exactly. It's not really good. You won't be able to achieve what your aim or your goal. So we have to work one task at a time, and we also have to limit our social media scrolling. That is one thing we should all learn how to do, because you know we should also protect our vision by protecting our focus. You protect your vision by protecting your focus, because if you don't protect your vision, if you keep looking at everything on social media, you won't be able to focus. So this is what I have for you, and I have a what, maybe would I say a challenge or something? No, let's say, let's let me ask this question: what one area in your business where you need more discipline? What is that one area in your business that you need more discipline? Is it consistency, time management, focus, or daily habits? I hope all those who are watching are writing down notes. Let's do something for ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you so much. She has said a lot. Hope those who will come up will find a valuable thing in this go live. Everybody has said something, and that is what we have to do. You have to make time. You have to let fear go. You have to be willing to set that kind of mindset to tell yourself that I will achieve it. So I think with that mindset, we can go far. So our last question will go to Shejena. And the question is, why do some people join a business without learning the system first?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry, my daughter was just
I
here, so
know.
I muted. So, it's the flexibility of this business, kids around and you can just run your business.
I
So,
understand. It's good. It's
thank you, Grifty. So I'm happy to answer the question, why do some people join the business without learning the system first? You know what happened? Once the people know about the business and they just see the person's results, like the successful person's result, and they just jump into the business without knowing what they have to do, how they have to do, and everything. They just get excited about the result, excited about like a financial freedom. But once they see that result from the successful people, what they do is like they really forget to like dive down behind the scene, how much struggle they have done, what the challenges they have faced, how they manage their to become consistent, and they don't sleep their sleepless night and struggle everything, and they just expect like they're gonna get overnight rich, or they just say like, oh, if I join this business I will be successful like them,
Mm.
without knowing the system. So have you ever like noticed people join the business and wanting like an immediate result? Like Grifty mentioned, we all have that employee mindset. We have only shown the one path, like work and set the alarm clock, go to work, give your hour, get the money. That's the employee mindset. You just do what you are told to be done by your boss. You are just like a straight line. And lot of people have same mindset and they expect the same thing in the business. But is the different business and the job is like a totally different.
Yep.
First you need to learn the system, you need to take time to learn the system, how it work. And many people like come into new opportunity just carrying the same habit, like whatever they used to do at work, their habit stays the same, their belief stays the same, and they just use their past experience, and they just get excited, motivated, ready to get started. But sometimes like they just underestimate, or they just do not know the importance of learning the system first, they just ignore it, or they just doesn't want to learn, or they just doesn't want to give their time on the training. We have the beautiful training, wonderful training site, our business system have like a step by step training, video based training. Any the beginner can learn. You don't need to be tech savvy, you don't need the experience, anybody can learn that system. But what the people do is like people just focus on quick result. A lot of people now, they just want the quick result or overnight success. Nobody have patience to wait or build the learn the system and build like a strong foundation. Everybody jumping on the like a quick result, and that's why the people tend to quit, and they just doesn't know the fundamentals of the learning. So let's what I'm gonna say is, let's think about this way. So it's just, this business is also just like any other profession, like becoming a nurse. I myself, I'm a nurse. Now I know I'm working, I'm earning money. But to become a nurse, I have done from the zero. I went to the nursing school, I did my license exam, and I did my skills training, I get my orientation, everything. That's how I became a nurse. So I spent those time, those years learning. That's how I became doing this profession successfully. And any other profession, just like a teacher or a pilot or the doctor, any profession, it start with the training. It start with the learning the fundamentals, learning the basics of that profession. So that's how the business is also the same way. There is no different. You just need to learn your skills first, learn the process first, get all your training done. Then that's how you can get the success, or that's how you can get the result. Because the system exists for the region, is we have a system. We go the step by step. We have steps to follow for our business as well, because that's there for the reason. It is created to help the people, to avoid the unnecessary mistakes, or to show the right path, how to do it, what to do it, what comes on next. Everything is shown there. You just have to be coachable and follow that system, and you will get the success. Result is there for the sure. But at first, before looking on the result, you need to grow yourself. You need to
Yep.
be build yourself. Like personal growth is very important, to become the successful. So sometimes uh, people don't learn the system first because they just excited, like I already mentioned, they just see somebody else success and they want to be there quickly and want the result quickly. And they think like some person think like they are already smart enough. They think like, oh, I already know it. And they just doesn't want to go through the training site, or doesn't want to go the uh, what it called, they do the learning. So they want the quick result. Or some people things like, I don't want to I cannot do that, or the training is too much for me, or I don't have time to go through that training. I just want to follow the, like they skip in between, what they say, oh, I might already know it, or I don't want to do it, and they just want to climb, skip the stairs. What happened? It's like imagine you are climbing the stairs. If you skip one or two and try to get into the third, what's gonna happen? You will fall down, right, back to the ground, and you will have to start from zero. That's how the business system is as well. You do not have to skip any step. Go step by step. It will be way easy to reach to the top of the staircase. And some people, like, what I'm gonna say is like, success is not about like a smartest person in the room. If we have like lots of different kind of person, our business especially have lots of different cultural background, lots of educational background, lot of like a profession, different kind of profession are doing, and different age group. It was what makes you successful is like if you stay coachable. It doesn't, even if you are very smart but you do not want to be learning the system, or if you are not staying the coachable, if training side is telling you to do something and you just become the smart, you're on your own way and you're not following that path, you will not become the successful. So the people who grow must usually are the one who are not with the must experience. the people who are willingness to learn, who applies and who stay coachable and who knows their uh, weakness and try to improve, who get that feedback positively and stay consistent, they become the more successful rather than having the more experience or rather than become the smartest at first. So like my other business partner already mentioned, all of the expert was the ones the beginner. Once you see the successful people now, they become once the beginner as well. They started from the zero, started from the scratch. And even the top leader on the community now, they also started with the day one. So they were in our place where we are now, they passes that place, and that's how they get successful. So every success story begin with someone choosing to learn before they earn. So what I'm gonna say is like, you just develop yourself, grow personally, grow professionally, then the earning will come, the result will come automatically. So what I'm gonna say is, if you are new, and I'm also new in this business, so I'm not rushing the process. I trust the process. I know I'll be successful, but now what I'm doing is learning every single day. Even it is just like a small thing, small one thing at a day. I just learn the new skill. I just learn the new process, new system. I do the training and I ask the question. We have like a supportive community. If you stuck somewhere or if you could not figure it out by yourself, you always have the community. You have your coach, you have your mentor, you have your accountability group like us. So we can always ask. And nowadays, if you really try to learn, lots of tools, we have AI tools, we have Google, we have lots of internet access to learn. So you can find from anywhere. So just need to be stay consistent and stay like you need to learn something, stay connected, and you just need to trust the journey. That's how we get the success. So the system can guide you in the way, system show you the path, but what depend is like your willingness to learn determine how far you can go. Because we all get the same training, we all get have like a same access, but why some people join the same day and the other people join the same day, some people can go so far and get success, other quit in the middle? Because it depends on your willingness to learn. Even if the training is there, even everything, all the resources are given, but if you are not willingness to learn, or if you doesn't want to learn, that is just like a waste. All the resources become like a waste. You can get success and you will get frustrated, you will get overwhelmed, and you will tend to quit. And you just, some people can, whoever stay consistent, keep going, you have to quit. So what I'm gonna tell you is like a strong foundation needs for the strong future. If the foundation is strong, it can grow. So it's just like a tree. If the roots are strong, the tree always before the plant grow above the ground level, it have the tree underneath. I'm sorry baby, I'll come. Okay, can you give me 5 minutes? I'm sorry guys, it's the having the toddler. Here you go, here you go, can you close the door?
This is the flexibility.
Wrap up my thing anyway. So, like I was giving the example of the tree, it's always at the root underneath the ground. That way, once it grow up, it grow and stay, tall, nice and tall. So, what question? Are you really willingness to follow the system or try to create on your own shortcut? If you try to do the shortcut, you will fall down and you become overwhelmed. So let's just follow the system and stay teachable, stay consistent, and keep growing, keep learning, and get to the success, reach to your dream. So that's how I'm gonna say.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. You ladies have so much chicken nuggets. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I'm overwhelmed. How everybody has come out. You have all this and now. I hope viewers out there who have the opportunity to join, who will ever have the opportunity to meet this Go Life or come across it, take your time and listen to this Go Life. If you are stuck, if you are looking for clarity, if you are doing the same thing, you are juggling 9 to 5 and maybe looking for flexibility. These are fellow moms. They are working, they are doing the business, they have family, they are doing everything that you are showing up with excuses. So I can't do this because I have this. Go and listen to this interview and take something out of it. If these people, we are here, we are building something along the side, apart from our 9 to 5 job, because of whatever reason or our why, I don't see why you can do this. It's a matter of what they said. Are you ready to follow the system?
Mm.
Are you going to
Yeah.
let fear and overthinking take you back? Are you going to let the time that you can create consistency, clarity? Are you going to let all that become a factor that will pull you down? Or are you ready to follow the system? Are you ready to follow the system and do the needful and take action, not just following the system? Take action. If you learn and you don't do it, it's like she said, it's not a solid foundation. You are just wasting your time. But if you are willing to learn, put it in, even where you are stuck, you are willing to ask people, how can I do this by coming out from your shell? You'll be able to do this business as well. So, my question today and our question today with all our panels, our question today is, are you willing to give yourself permission to
Mm.
start life over again by building something beyond your paycheck, beyond where you can show up? If that is you, look at the screen. Whoever that you feel that your heart goes and connect with them. Everybody that is here is well versed in this area and they are willing to help you and walk you through every process. Remember, our online digital business is about growth, so we don't leave anybody behind
Mm.
except the person is not willing. We don't leave nobody behind. So if you are looking for the best community, the best sales tools, the best people, the best accountability partners, the best people who are well versed in knowledge in terms of online digital business, then you are more than welcome to join us. We will walk you through. On this note, my dear co business partners, moms, healthcare workers, whatever sort of profession that we are here, thank you so much for creating that time to come here and talk to people around the world about how the online digital business is. I hope whoever listens to this, if they have any sort of doubt in mind, it is not just me alone, it is not Shana alone, it is not Saisu alone, it is not Dorothy. And they have heard from different mouths. So could all of us be lying? And if you're out there, you say that, oh, this is a scam, this is MLM, listen to them. You listen. Everybody is joining from various places around the world. Is it possible that we can all lie here? So if you, yeah, is it possible that we can lie?
Nope.
This is a proof and a testament that this online digital business is working. On this note, tune in for another excitement discussion for next week. We love you all. I will leave the floor. If anybody have something to say, the person have to. If not, we will end the session. Thank you so much.
Thank
So I
you.
come back to you.
Thank you, Gifty. Yeah, so to maybe to those who are watching and they're wondering how they can start their own online business, just connect with us. You can just comment or message us directly, and so that we can share you the access for the webinar. It's a free webinar, so all you have to do just put your name, just register your name and your email address, so that you can go for the step one and see how the business works. All right. So that's all for me. Thank you again. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye, everyone. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.